Welcome to a guide to the NOVACAT 301 plus X8 Varia correction video with me, MrSealyp. Okay, so this is a correction video. The mod in front of me is the NOVACAT 301 and X8 Varia by Anthu. In my mod review, my guide 2 that I did yesterday, Friday the 21st of June, I did this mod and the modder a disservice. For that, I apologise. No excuses. There is a reason why, but I'm not going to go into it. This is the standard in-game version, which I talked about yesterday. We got the 301, and then we got the X8. Its overall width is 8.4. The front mower on its own is 3.1 metre. You can run them as the front mower and the rear double mower behind. You can run them double configuration like this. You can run them on a Valtra where you can change the driving position, and you can put them on the back, but technically it's the front because you change the way the vehicle steers and you drive. So this mod came out yesterday, and it is for all intents and purposes identical. And that's what I said in my video. I looked around it, I couldn't see anything different. Now in the Modhub there was a description and it explained what this did, which I read, but the day was very peculiar, so like I say, no excuses, and when it came to doing the mod review I missed out the bit I read. If anything, I went the other way. So here's the thing. The standard version will do this. If I turn it on now, because I can mow and it'll be an 8.4 metre width, it will cut the grass and drop it, but it does mean that that grass will need to be either tedded or windrowed, or tedded then windrowed, or whichever way around you want to do it. And tractors have a PTO on the back, so you can do all of that fun stuff, you know. So what I'm going to do is turn on that one, turn on the front one, drop it down. If we do a strip, we can see that will mow in kind of a wide dropping swath. So that's the standard in-game version. So now what I need to do, so I switch to the back implement, turn that on, right, just don't turn it on because it's a rake, and I can drive along behind and I can swath that up, no problem at all. And then what it does mean is I would then have to come along afterwards and then pick that up with a baler or whatever I want to do. Fantastic. Now we also have the Chrome Big M450 in game. Now the Chrome Big M450, that's got an 8.4 metre width. This has got a 9.9, so not a huge amount of difference. 1.5 metres, I mean that'll make a difference, but not massive, not a huge amount of difference. The beauty with this is that we can change the swath dropping. So we can either have it so it does an open swath like this, where it drops it all wide. This one will do it as a central swath that comes at the back here. We can have a left swath or right swath, depends how we want to do it. That costs 380,000 to buy. Not cheap. So, yesterday's mod, and this is where I did this a disservice. This is identical to that one over there, apart from this little bit here. See that there? Looks like a sickle. It's not. You've got a little, like a swoosh that's wide at this end and narrow at that end, and you've got this bar here. There's one on the double mower setup and there's one on the front mower. That's the important part about this mod and the bit that I missed. So here's the thing. If I can get to a position where you can see that, if I now switch to the correct implement, so I want that one there, if I do L1 and then my right stick, you see that dial, the actual dial move? I'm going from wide to narrow on that. Well, I'm going to start off wide on both of these, so I'm going to turn that on, I'm going to turn that on, I'm going to drop the whole assembly down. So as I drive forward, it will do the same thing, it will do a wide swath over both. Fantastic. So what I can now do, again if you can see that, I'll probably zoom in a little bit. If I now go back to that, L1 right stick, do that to narrow, switch to the front one, you might not be able to see from here, L1 switch to narrow, so both of those are set on narrow. As I drive forward now, you see them pouring from the side like that. It's now leaving a single swath out the back. That is massively important, and that's what I missed on yesterday's mod. I'm so sorry, Anthu, for missing that, because this front one is 19,000, this back setup is 42,000. That gives me a combined unit of 61,000. 61,000, which can produce that over a wide area, as opposed to that one over there, which is 380,000 to buy. Yes, it's 1.5 metres narrower, but realistically that's not too much of a problem. But what it does mean is then you don't have to, like with that setup, windrow, then come back. And with this little beauty, the baler wrapper, it does mean that if I turn that on, drop it down, we can do this. We can mow, bale and wrap. Admittedly that's not so great on the tight turns, it's a little bit narrower, but there we go. First one out, into the wrapper. So we can mow, bale, wrap to make silage bales in one pass, and the beauty is I can't get in trouble for it, because I used to do it with the Krone Big M450, but it doesn't have a rear PTO. So when I was pulling this behind, people would say, oh yeah, but it shouldn't work and it's cheating and whatever. This has a rear PTO, it does attach to that, that works on the front. It's a brilliant setup, it works really, really well. So this mod here, the NOVACAT 301 plus X8 Varia by Anthu, cracking mod, absolutely brilliant. Cheap as chips, I mean, on the scale of things, for doing what you need to do. I like it, I really do, and it's cleared up all the confusion. Thank you for all of the comments by everybody, pretty much, that told me that this does swath dropping. To be fair, if you don't look in the Modhub, for example, if you put your PlayStation on every day, and you put it on, and you see the new mod, bang, and you load it up, you would have been in the same position as me thinking, well hang on a minute, I don't understand what's different, because in the Modhub it didn't say that, to be fair. That's not my excuse, because I should have known better, but there you go. So, 301 plus X8 Varia from Anthu, brilliant mod, go and download it today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.